If I had to sum up relationship success in one thing, I will call it balance. That's all that matters in a relationship. If balance doesn't exist within your relationship, things can go sideways really fast. And if this is something that you're seeking to learn how to balance your relationship, then you're in the right place. Relationships are not that complicated. The problem is that we make relationships complicated by setting expectations for ourselves. And sometimes not even ourselves, by setting expectations for our partners. And the moment that we set those expectations, things can go sideways. Because if those expectations are not met, then all of a sudden we face disappointment. And disappointment is something that is not fun. Doesn't matter what state in your relationship you are. If you guys been together for a day, for a month, for a year, or for decades, the very moment that disappointment happens from an unbalanced relationship, things can become chaotic overnight. So how do we create that balance? How do we understand the things that we value and we give priority to the things that we want to explore within our relationship? Balance is about giving yourself the autonomy to be who you are and understanding that as much right you have to have your autonomy, your partner has the same right to have their own autonomy. The thing is that with autonomy comes time, comes understanding, comes loyalty, comes management, and comes priorities. The thing is that sometimes within a relationship, we expect our partners to know what is it that we're going through. And the moment that we have this expectation, we build up upon it. And once we build up upon it, unhealthy expectations starts forming themselves up. Starting today, in order to better understand you, first and foremost, you have to ask yourself, who are you? Understanding I is a very simple but yet a very tricky task, because on the surface I might know who I am, I might know my name, I might know my job, I might know my responsibilities, the things that I do and the things that I am. The I that represents you is much deeper than that and relies solely in your subconscious. And the best way to manifest who you are truly within your subconscious is to give yourself the time and the attention that you need. The very moment that you understand your true self, your true essence, you become to better connect with yourself. In return, that connection brings up a form of understanding, which in reality, in turns, allows you to understand that as much as you are who you are, your partner is who they are. The key to that is simply by reflection. Reflecting on your true self, reflecting on your needs and your wants and your desire allows you to better understand and align with who you are. If you allow yourself opportunity to be the person that you want to be without expectation, now instead of being judgmental and being focused on getting the result that we want immediately, now we're more open-minded. Now we're more accepting. Now we're more understanding. Life is all about a balance, and understanding that balance allows us to be our true self. It's not about what responsibilities you have. We all have responsibilities. But the problem starts when those priorities and when those responsibilities start colliding with each other. By better understanding yourself, you'll be able to navigate your life the way that you want to navigate it, and making yourself responsible for your actions, for your desires and your needs. But what does this have to do with a relationship? How does that play a part? The thing is that a lot of time relationships don't work because of expectation that we have of ourselves and our partners. We give ourselves and our partners too much weight in terms of the responsibilities or the things that we wanted to accomplish or happen. But the very moment that we start understanding our true path, now if something goes alongside it, it's not gonna make us question things. This is my path. It's straight towards my goal. If I know my path, it doesn't matter who's right next to me, who's in front of me, who's behind me. As long as I am going in my path, I am able to coexist with everything that lies within my distance. But the very moment that I am unsure of my path and I don't have that balance within me to understand the way that I want to go and the things that I want to achieve, any small obstacle can have a drastic outcome in my path. And once those obstacles are hit, instead of questioning myself and questioning my path, I question the obstacles. Now, sometimes in a relationship, we see our partner as that obstacles. That simply is not fair, and that's where misunderstandings misunderstanding happens. That's where problem arises. So, starting today, sit down, ask yourself about you, reflect on your true self, reflect on your goals, reflect on the things that you want to be or you want to become, and allow yourself time and attention to be your true self, the person that you want to be. It doesn't matter who you are, what you are, where you are. As long as you see your path clearly, everything will align. I hope that you liked this video, and if this was interesting for you, here's another video on a relationship that I have for you that you just might enjoy. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.